Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits Review. Tonight, reviewing from Overtone, and it's their Crystal Ball. It's a Tipa. Tipa is a Triple IPA. Totally forgot for a second. It's like, what the bloody hell is a Tipa? These things happen, you know. I'm getting old. This is an 11% IPA, so you know it's strong. It's a bit butty strong, mode. So it says here, just what we'd all like to have, a crystal ball. Hell flipping yes. This beer may not be that. All right, why call it that? But it's triple dry hopped with cryo, which is good enough for us. A huge tropical burst with a smooth dank finish will take your mind off the future and focus on what's in your hand. The hops. The hops are Citra Cryo, Idaho 7 Cryo, like the cryos, don't they? And Strata. And Overtone, I didn't know this, but Overtone's in Glasgow. Good evening. I'm closing one eye so I can see out the other. Yeah, that eye. Doesn't really say hotels. I didn't know Overtone were from Glasgow. Did you now? Do you know, I was just thinking about you earlier, which is a bit strange, I know, but yes, I had my first one last week as well. Yeah, got right bollocking, pissed out my fucking face, as you do, you know. Yeah, and this is 11%, so it might not end well. No, I was thinking about that Solstice brewery in Nottingham, and I was thinking, oh fucking hell, I'm spilling it down, mate. It's like £8. It's like £8 a can. So the last thing I want to do is spill out that price down me. So I got it from the Crafty One Bar and Bottle Shop in Ilkeston, on the outskirts of Nottingham, or in Derbyshire if you want to be really pedantic. So lovely orangey pour, quite a dark orange pour really. And although, let's see if this helps. Here we go. Yeah, don't make it no lighter, does it? It's still orange. And it's a white head. Yeah. And I found out where they have a bottle. They brew out of NG2. Good evening, Mr. Bolton. They brew out of NG2, which is the same area as Neon Raptor, Magpie Brewery, Totally Brewed, Liquid Light. They're all in that area. Nottingham is really becoming a mecca for craft breweries. Anyway, this Solstice Brewery, they have a shop in Ruddington, which is a suburb of Nottingham. Yeah. And I'm going to go there one day, soonish, and go and get some of their beers. Or I might tap them up beforehand, message them and say, what beers have you got? It's Mecca now. So anyway, on the nose. Again, a tropical nose on this. Not a massive amount on the nose, to be fair. Very juicy, doesn't it? It does. A pilgrimage, yes, indeedy. Oh, so it's just come out the fridge. Really got some intensity in the taste. Very nice. Good intense taste. 11% crystal ball, as you can see on the can. There or there. Yeah, really nice, really. Oh, I'm glad I'm only having the one. Yeah, I get the bollocking in the red card again. Can't be doing no more red cards. I've been sent off to I11 recently. So, yeah, we don't want to go down the red card road. And I don't think there's been any YouTube notifications gone out either. Because I've got it on very slightly faint in the background. So, hey, good old YouTube. Crap as always. I do try and, when I do the lives, I try and be right. What I'm going to have to do is do like a StreamYard schedule and put that on. And I now know that I can use my Chromebook in the shed using my phone as the mobile point for it. So I can do StreamYard, and I might do that, say for some, you know, when I do these like Wraggys tap room jobbies, just so people know in some advance that I'm going to be online, probably for an hour. Try and do it, you know. Although I went online earlier to do a pinter, and I sometimes wonder if like the mojo's gone at the moment, but like everything, you know, things come and go, don't they? You know, sometimes you're in the mood, and sometimes you're just plainly not in the bloody mood. And just recently, I've been not in the mood at all, which is a bit concerning for me. So, plenty in the can still. And, you know, it's funny. 6 years ago, half the breweries in the UK 6 years ago didn't exist, and the amount of micro craft breweries is unbelievable. Good evening, Lorraine. Quite well, actually, thank you. I'll be glad when this hot weather does one. You know, the rain's coming at the weekend. By God, we need the rain. But it's nice to see the end of it for a bit. That does sound nice, that does. It's nice to vary it. Drinking the same beer all the time, it does get you. It's funny, the temperature dropping, and all of a sudden, the apple and mango wine is actually starting to ferment, even though you can imagine the temperature in this beer room. It's a good 30 degrees, which means that the yeast in there, it must be tolerant. It's not brewed, but all of a sudden it's actually doing the business. So as the temperature drops, it might actually ferment. I'll raise a glass to that. Tonight I've poured the spiced rum, a litre, into the Imperial Chocolate Stout. Camden Hells, fair play to you there. I actually had that the other week. It was quite nice, you know, when I was watching the football. Pity we lost, but, you know, cheating bloody referees. Well, cheating Italians and crap referees aside. Although smashing up London and being racist at the other side of it didn't portray the English fans in the best light. Hey ho. And I've also poured a litre of honey bourbon into the honey porter tonight. So God knows what the ABV is going to turn out like. I don't think a litre makes much difference, to be fair. But it's a litre of like 40% in each. And so it's got to up the ABV by something. I don't know the... I mean, if there was 23 litres in both, you add in a litre of 40%, then there's got to be a calculation that does it. I believe you, Benjamin. I do. It seems to be the thing these days that a lot of the, you know, there's a lot of that goes off. Awesome. The thing with the elderflower champagne is, I've just had a notification. I don't know if that's saying me going live. Let's have a nosy. If I can. No, it just says there's a comment. There we go. No, there we go. I'll put the comments back on again because I missed that last two comments. Chica Pina Colada. Bless you. With the elderflower champagne, at first, when I did it, it tasted sherry-like. It wasn't very fizzy, but tasted sherry. Yeah, I've noticed that recently, but there's no YouTube notifications. Yeah, it's crap. I'm gonna put when I do the Wraggys tap rooms, probably twice a week, I will put that on, a notification beforehand. It seems that those people who use StreamYard or schedule in reviews, it shows up better. But hey, it is what it is. It is low though. Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, a lot of people have got lives, but if notifications aren't working and people are expecting notifications, then that's what causes issues, isn't it? You know, it is what it is. It just makes for a quieter chat. Although sometimes the more people, the bit of banter, bit of a laugh, it's what makes it. I will schedule in. Once I've got me Chromebook down here and I'm using the Chromebook as well as the phone, I thought that, yeah. I don't know what goes off for YouTube these days. And it kind of kills you. It kind of kills the vibe. You know, when you look, and obviously YouTube's not helping me here. And if it's not sending, although to be fair, you know, when the likes of Craig and Harry and others go live, I don't see their notifications either. So it's like none of us are getting notifications. Are they only sending notifications out for massive channels? Most likely. Or it's just YouTube being crap. Most likely YouTube. Whoa, this has got some strength in it. So it's smooth, it's tropical, it's juicy, but boy, I am not going to drink anything else tonight because one, I'll get a bollocking and I don't want a bollocking. Can't be done with it. Too much hassle. And I've got the hot tub in about 5 minutes, so don't need a bollocking. Sit in the hot tub, chill out, and hopefully they'll shut the door when they come down and turn it on. It's 7.2%. That's a good strength. Actually, the wife's gone and shut the door to the hot tub room, so that's good. I don't have to listen to the bubbles in the background. Yeah, 7.2% IPA, ABV is nice. Is that the grain brewing as well then? I presume it is. I'm not sure what I'm going to brew next. I'm not sure if I'm going to brew anything next. It'd be nice to brew a cherry wine, to be fair. Yeah. How are you finding your grain? Are you enjoying the processes, or is it hard work? I mean, at Lincoln Green, when I did the Wraggys Golden Ale, there's a lot of work that goes into doing it. Cold water sparge. Yeah, these are all things that Texan getting used to. These what's the wordings that they use for things. You know, for me, it's you know, unless you're doing it all the time and you work for a brewery, then when they come out with all these different words like boy, you know, the mashing and sparging and all that, it's like, what the bloody hell are they on about? And there's certain elements if you homebrew yourself, there's certainly elements that you know. Have I made rum? Oh yes, many times. yes. You can make rum using obviously shop brought vodka, or if you've got yourself an air still, you can make rum using a fermentation bucket like the one at the side of it that you can't see. And you can make up to 23% fermented rum. So you make the vodka, and then you add the essence to it to make the rum. But if you have it, you can do it that way. Good evening. Or you can use an air still or some sort of still and ferment it up to either 60 or 95%, water it back down to 40, and then use a rum essence again to turn it into rum. You have to look at the what's the word? If you've got an air still or the means to do stilling, you know, to do a still, distilling, that's the word I was after, then distilling is a much cheaper way of doing it. But obviously, you've got legalities to look at. And but if you're getting like vodka from abroad, and you know, still spirits do a lovely what they used to call it sea beast. They just call it mixed rum now. I think they must have had a mixed spiced rum. And sea beast, i.e. Kraken, which is a clone of Kraken, the rum, an amazing clone as well. It tastes brilliant. I've had many a bottle, and it's a much cheaper way of doing it. Much cheaper. I mean, you can do, once you've got the air still or some means of distilling, you can do it very cheap. So, not that he's been on the channel for a long time, I've not seen him for a long time, but when Strong & Co was here, he had cherries and he got vodka and he put the cherries into the vodka and or brandy, it might have been brandy even. So he put the cherries into the brandy or the vodka and he just left them in there to infuse, and basically that turned the vodka or brandy, whatever it was, might have even been rum, into a cherry version, and very nice indeed. And them cherries would have had some alcohol content. Boy, that'd have been nice in some sort of ice cream or something, like an alcoholic ice cream. So, Overtone Crystal Ball, 11%. Quite dark, orangey pour on this. Nice little white head. Quite a strong tropical nose now. And the ABV packs a punch. I'm not joking. Juicy, smooth, really drinkable. Dangerously strong as well. Dangerously strong. One, wouldn't want too many of these in the night, to tell you that. Oh, definitely not too many. Bollockins will be coming. In some ways, selling it in a 440 can is not doing anybody any favours. In some ways, that ought to have been a 330 can. And one, it would have been cheaper, around about the £5 mark, and obviously not so taxing when you come to review it or drink it even. But anyway, I think I paid about £7.80 for the can. I think it was about that, and it was brand new out about 2 or 3 weeks back. So maybe one of the first reviews out there. I don't know. I don't really watch. To be fair, I don't watch other people's reviews. I haven't really got the time these days. Friday Paycheck. Not heard of that one. No, that's a new one. So many beers out these days. Jesus Christ. You'd need an army of people doing. That does sound interesting, that does. Yeah. I'll play around more at some stage. I was hoping that I'd have my plum and my cherry tree would grow this year. Cherry tree's growing, the plum tree has not moved, and I think it will die. Still green, but it's no leaves, and obviously everything needs leaves at some stage. And unless I leave it all summer and see how it goes, which is a bit weird, should have leaves on by now. But wow, this is walloping me, absolutely walloping me. Good old YouTube, crap notifications. One does apologise for those people watching soon. So, orangey pour. tropical nose, although you can smell the ABV on the nose. The ABV does shine through on this. Smooth. Really smooth, really deceptively strong, and you're going to know about it if you drink it. Good morning. Sadly, I'm going to go, but thanks for dropping in. An absolute classic. This is from Overtone out of Glasgow. So, if our good friend Sofa King Drunk, I always thought it was So Fucking Drunk, but it's actually called Sofa King Drunk. What do you know? Good evening, Kevin. And sad to say, bloody YouTube, no notifications. I'm gonna, for Friday and Saturday night, I'm gonna pick a few beers out. Hopefully people can get hold of them. And yeah, hopefully people can get hold of the beers, and we'll do a bit of a beer tasting thing. Yeah, because I do hate it when people miss the live portions. You know, it's kind of disheartening. For me, an absolute classic of a Tipa, Triple IPA, for those who don't know what Tipas is, for those watching in the future obviously. 11%, juicy, smooth, tropical, very easy drinking, very strong, very boozy. Did you know? Wow. Only my second ever Overtone. I had a Tipa last week, it was 10%. Your birthday. Happy birthday for Monday, matey. Even though the strength is great, I don't think it's a top 10 beer. It's a good. They're from Glasgow. I got it in Ilkeston, which is in Derby. So, out of 5 for me, yeah, a good 4.45 myself, I think. But yeah, very nice and strong. Jesus Christ, walloped. And now I'm going in the hot tub to try and what's the word? Be a little bit less tipsy. Not drunk, but certainly tipsy. And the wife's in there now, so yeah, sober up, that's the word. Yeah, because that's just absolutely walloped me. And I'm trying to be good at the moment. Trying. Don't think it works all the time. Yeah, you never know. One needs to play it cool and not be too loud. And yeah, these things happen. You know. Right, gotta run. Would I drink it again? The key question: yes. Would I pay £8? I don't know. It's a lot of money to pay. Yeah, George Clooney. Yeah, I wish. Would I pay £8 again? I don't know. You know, it's a lot of money to pay for beers. From somebody who comes from a supermarket buying background to paying £8 for one flipping beer, it's a lot of money. It is. It's a struggle. And that's it for this beer review. No, it's the hot tub. Yeah, the hot tub's on. She's even got the door shut and it's still making a noise. My door's open though, so I'm in the beer room. Wife's in the hot tub room with the hot tub going. Yeah. Right, gotta run. Thank you everyone for popping in, and yeah, exactly, Benjamin. Yeah, and I don't, in the grand scheme of things, I don't mind supporting both really. Yes, I shall stay until I'm wrinkled. Cheers everyone, good to see you all. Yeah, good old YouTube, shit notifications, but there you go. Cheers.